Okay, so today I wanted to talk about escrow analysis. So if you are a homeowner, you are going to receive an escrow analysis. You might have already received one, or you might be getting one here very soon. So when we close on a house, when we first buy it and we go to the closing company, we pay the taxes for that year in the closing costs. So say you close in November. You close in November. Well, you are paying during those closing costs, November and December, property taxes and home insurance. And then the property taxes previous to that were paid by the former homeowner. Well, then we still have an entire year of an escrow amount. So the mortgage company will estimate for the next year how much your taxes and insurance might be. And then the end of that year, you will receive a escrow analysis. And what the escrow analysis is, it's just saying how much taxes property taxes they have paid or that you were going to pay, and also how much your home insurance is. Well, this is put into what they call an escrow. So if you have a shortage, that means that you're going to have to pay more money in. If you have a surplus, then you might be getting money back, or your payment might just stay the same. So now if it is a shortage and you need to pay money in, you have two options on the escrow analysis. You can either increase your payment, and then on that form it'll tell you how much your payment will increase, or you can pay the shortage and then your payment might stay the same. Now, I will say, when you pay the shortage, if that's what you want to do, and not have your payment increase, call the mortgage lender first and say, hey, my intention is to pay the shortage because I don't want my payment to increase. Because the last couple years, I've noticed that they want a phone call because they have to enter that into their system, that is your intention to keep your mortgage payment lower. So, and when you do make that payment, if you're going to pay it online, make sure that it's going to escrow. Don't put it towards your principal or interest. You have to make sure that it specifically says escrow whenever you make that payment. And then if you make it off of your statement that you receive, the statement, it'll say, principal, interest, PMI, and then it'll say escrow. So any escrow overage. So make sure that you check that box, the escrow, and then write in how much you want to go towards escrow, because the mortgage company is, if it isn't in that escrow line, they're going to assume that you want that to go towards your payment, and then that doesn't help anything. All it does is go towards your payment for that month. A little bit of principal and a little bit of interest. So it's really important that when your intention is to pay extra into escrow, that you check the box that says escrow and then you make that payment. Okay, so the escrow analysis is it's annually, and it's typically around the same time per mortgage lender. You're probably going to see it around the end of the year. So when you get your first analysis, make sure you could put it on your Google Calendar or whatever to remind you that it's coming, because you'll probably get a letter in the mail. But if you are paperless, you may not get a notification that you just received this escrow analysis. So you'll need to go log into your mortgage lender portal and click on documents, and then you'll see it. So you might not get a reminder for that. So I just want you to know. And I like to pay the shortage because I don't like my payment to increase. I want my payment to stay fairly the same. Now, of course, if you are a homeowner, you know that your payment does fluctuate a little bit every year. But if you don't want it to fluctuate $25 to $80, then you want to pay attention to the escrow analysis. So when you get the escrow analysis, it's going to say escrow analysis. It's going to come annually. You'll see the property taxes that you paid for the previous year and the property taxes that you're going to pay for this next year. And then also your homeowner's insurance. Now, you'll see underneath, it'll say this is your shortage at the very bottom of the escrow analysis. It'll say this is how much you need to pay. Or you'll see, okay, well, you're going to be getting a check in the mail if you see that it's a surplus. The escrow analysis is also important because, and knowing the date when it's going to arrive or it's going to generate, because before that time is the time to adjust your homeowner's insurance. If you want to get a different homeowner's insurance that is a little bit less per month, that also will affect your payment and your escrow going forward. So, because again, this is annually. So if you get the escrow analysis and then you change insurance companies and your insurance is lowered, you're not going to see that benefit until the year prior. So if you need a little bit help this year, you need to do it before you get that escrow analysis, probably at least 30 days prior, if not more. Okay, well, I hope that helped. That an escrow analysis can be a little confusing at first, but once you pay it, once you look at it and evaluate it, you'll get it, you'll understand, and then every single year, something to look forward to or not looking forward to, but at least you know it's coming.